Hello and welcome to your reading, Aries. This reading is for all Aries placements. So Aries, we're going to take a look at your month ahead, the month of June. To do so, we're going to look at the overall themes, main things going on with the Lenormand, then break it down with tarot, and I have Kipper cards as well. So let's call in our guides to assist with the reading. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency. Please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages for Aries in regards to June 2023. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, Aries, for being here. What is going on for Aries in the month of June? Let's come out. We have here dog. So the dog in the Lenormand can represent a really loyal, dependable friend. Sometimes it literally can mean your pet as well. And it can mean sniffing something out. So let's see what card it is moving towards. We have another animal here, the mice. Okay, so let me get one more card, but I can see where this is going. Good night, Emmy. So Aries, I feel like you are really sniffing out, like, not literally, that sounds funny, you know what I mean? Like, you're really, like, figuring out, determining what, like, is lacking in your life. You might be recognizing that you have some behaviors or thoughts or mindset, like, that has to do with scarcity or lack. Like, you might really focus on, like, oh, I have a lack of women in my life, or, you know, I have a lack of love, a lack of connection with my parents or my mother or other people. And I feel like you might want to really deepen your connections and find more loyal friends, find people who are aligned with you, who are authentic. Like, you're like, no more fake friends. You're really like cleaning out like thoughts that don't serve you. You're cleaning out people, behaviors. I feel like this is a season of change for you for the better. Like, you don't want to have any like just icky things around you anymore, whether that's people or thoughts. I feel like for a lot of people, it's starting internally with your mindset. But I feel like through this, you're really going to be finding people who are more aligned with you, and also feel more like you're like in tune with your authentic self, your higher self. There could be a new friend that's a female or divine feminine in your life, or feminine in general, but also this could be someone in your life that is a female that's just playing a more prominent role. Sometimes the broom in Lenormand can represent like repetition. So this could be like maybe restarting something with another person, like rekindling a romance or a friendship. And the broom can also represent arguments. Oh, my cat. This like scarcity mindset, this lack mindset, maybe there's also like angry thoughts. And this could be about family members that was coming through, or like just people in general. Maybe there was something in the past that was unpleasant, you know, and it kind of made you have a negative perception of certain people, and you're like recognizing that, where that stems from, the anger internally, and you're working on that, and that's really helping to deepen your relationships overall, Aries. All right, let's get the tarot now, get more information. Emmy, you're rubbing against the tripod. Okay, we're going to do a 6-card spread. Spirit, what is going on in June for Aries? For position 1 will represent the main message for Aries in regards to the month of June. Okay, yeah, I think this might be some healing regarding an authority figure for you, but we're going to get more information. What is the focus of Aries this month? What is not a priority for Aries? All these cards seem to represent people, but what is something that Aries is blind to that they should be aware of for the month of June? What should Aries avoid in June? And what is your overall action and advice for Aries? Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man reversed. Okay. And you can see almost all of these cards are reversed. So there's something out of balance that I feel like is really being worked on this month by Aries. Sorry, I have to fix that. So the Hangman on the bottom, like overall energy, this is like getting a fresh perspective, a new perspective on things. And I really feel like that makes sense, like regarding other people, authority figures, parents, relationships in general. I feel like some things like clicking, or you've like done the inner work and you're realizing like where certain behaviors come from. You're kind of recognizing other people's traumas and where they're coming from. It's just like a new perspective shift that's really going to help you move forward in life. So I thought this was about authority figures too. We already kind of touched on that earlier because we have the Emperor reversed for the main message here. So this could be an authority figure that's not a pleasant interaction, like someone that was controlling, manipulative, abusive, or in some sense like that. Maybe you feel like your power was taken away from you from someone, or you're giving your power away. Some people could have like people pleasing tendencies, maybe based on their relationships with authority figures and parents and stuff like that growing up, or there just really hasn't been a great role model or something like that. So I feel like you're becoming your own inner parent. And we also have two queens here as well. And also the Hierophant, yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even recognize it. We have a lot of court cards here. So I really do feel like the focus for Aries in the month of June, no matter what it is from the past, you're healing relationships from the past or how you view them so you can move forward in life and develop better relationships overall. And like you're really getting to like the truth of something and really understanding yourself more and people around you. And this could really be through help of a friend. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of different signs here, but this person could be a water sign or an air sign or a fellow fire sign. But I feel like also like maybe you have lost touch with your like intuition a little bit, or like the nurturing side of you. This is really pointing to a mother as well. We have the female card here too. So there could be something with healing from a dysfunctional relationship with a female, but also we're getting male energy too. I really feel like this is multiple people here. But you're like breaking away from like the traditions that you were taught growing up, the way things were. Some people, maybe they were really around a lot of arguments. And this not for everyone, that might not be your family. It could just be recent relationships. But a lot of times we, before we do the inner work and all of that, we tend to attract to us or gravitate towards people and situations, relationships that are similar to our upbringing, because it's like all we know, and our nervous system in a weird way like wants that because that's when it's used to, you know. But when you do this inner work with, I feel like you really have identified certain things, then you're able to really identify, you know, where your behaviors are coming from in terms of relationships, and really like, you know, I don't want to say fix, but you know, it's change things. I guess fix could work. You know, you're seeing things from a different perspective, and now you're able to have like healthier relationships, and it really starts with yourself. And I feel like for some people, there's, you know, depending on other relationships, or just like maybe codependent relationships, I mean, or just your thoughts have been on other people lately. And I feel like maybe you feel like safer when you're around other people, or more comfortable when you're around other people. Maybe it's because you don't want to be alone with your thoughts. But what you don't see coming is like alone time, like being independent is going to be really therapeutic and good for you. In the month of June, you're going to be doing things you really like. Because when you're alone, you can really, you know, you can honestly do anything you want. Like your creative hobbies, just resting, whatever it is that makes you feel happy. And I see that because we have the Nine of Pentacles and what you're blind to. So I feel like instead of like not running away from your emotions by keeping busy, spending time with other people, whatever it is, taking a step back, you know, this hangman here, and really just focusing on your own well-being and what makes you happy, what fills your cup up and stuff is going to be really great for you. I feel like you're really cleaning up your internal dialogue, your internal world. And that's going to start reflecting in your outer world too. Oh, right. Emmy agrees. Yeah, there's things around you and people I really feel like too that you'll be cleaning out. Some people might actually even be cleaning out their space. There might be like things in your home that remind you of people that have hurt you, or maybe exes, whatever it is. And you're realizing like your energetic space in your home is really important to you. So you and like good for you. So you're like clearing out things, decluttering, maybe even getting rid of old mementos that really don't bring you joy. They bring you pain or like just unpleasant feelings, or maybe just nothing. And you're like, I don't really need this. I'm not really attached to people anymore. I feel like there's a lot of inner growth that's been going on for you, Aries. And what to avoid, we have the Hierophant reversed here. Also, what's not a priority, the Queen of Swords reversed. So I feel like there's like the Hierophant upright. This could be like institutions, mentors, guides, also like the authority figures in your life. And also the court cards, especially the queens and kings, are like authority figures as well. So I feel like you're stepping back from like spending time with an organization, your parents, or someone else that was like in charge, like an authority. I keep saying that, but it's coming through a lot. And you're not really focused on that. You're prioritizing your own needs and your own wants and what's good for you. And I feel like this has maybe been going on for a little bit for some of you, and you're like really have been working on yourself. And I feel like maybe it's you kind of was upsetting for a long time, of course, to go inside, do the inner work, have those feelings, whatever it is. But I feel like there's something here, like maybe you felt a lack of passion, maybe because you were dealing with a lot of things. And I feel like you're focusing on like trying to find what really makes you feel good, what is fun for you, what brings passion. And maybe slowing down a bit. Yeah, I feel like there's something here with like being like on the go all the time, doing all these things just because it distracts you. And I feel like you're taking some time to slow down a little bit this month. Look how many people are in this spread. So we have two queens, a knight, Hierophant, and emperor. So do we have any suits missing? I think we have pretty even spread. We have two major arcana, one pentacles, one cups, one swords, one rods. Yeah, but there are a lot of reversals here. And the only one upright is the Nine of Pentacles, which is like the independent card, like focusing on yourself and your goals, your needs, your desires. And I feel like for a long time, there's been other people calling the shots, whether it was conscious or not. I feel like you're becoming conscious of that this month and taking time in June to really work on yourself, find what makes you feel good, and not what other people tell you to do or what you should do is going to be really good for you, because there's been something out of whack here where all your attention or energy, your power has been taken away by other people or something, but you're like claiming that back this month. And I think you might just need some space from certain people, and that'll be really good for you. And I feel like you're really self-aware, and you're going to be able to identify what thoughts you should work on, what people, need to go. And there might be a female friend that's really important and really there for you and supportive during this process. For some, this could be you too, this female card here, or because no matter what your gender is, since we're kind of this feeling of like slowing down and going internal, and doing the inner work and like going with what feels good and filling up your cup and your emotional well-being, that's like more of a feminine trait. And I feel like there could have been something here with being a lot more in your masculine lately, and that's a lot on pretty much all people in our society now. We're meant to just be like do, go and do this, don't talk about your emotions, all this stuff. It's getting better, but it's still really imbalanced. And I feel like you could be really working on your emotional well-being, your divine feminine, your intuition, your creative side, your more flowing side, like really going inside instead, because like the masculine is more physical and external. So I feel like you're really going in, and nothing's wrong if you're a masculine, to work on your divine feminine. And same with feminine, we all have both. and sometimes it's like, I feel like it's pretty normal to have like slightly more, if you identify as a female, to have more feminine, and vice versa with masculine. But sometimes it just gets really imbalanced, and it's important to really recognize that and really give yourself what your body's telling you need, what and I feel like you're doing that this month. You're really going to work on the imbalances within yourself and not have as many distractions, so you can go in, like getting rid of any distractions so you can work on yourself. And I feel like what you don't see coming is that you're going to feel a lot better and a lot more whole and aligned in this little taking that time to step back and go within is going to be so good for you, Aries. What else for Aries? What else for Aries, Spirit? Yeah. Okay. I'm not surprised that came out. Despair. Yeah, I feel like there's so much inner turmoil revolving around other people, especially authority figures in your life, that you're working on. And I know this looks like upsetting to see like despair come up, but I feel like this is what you're sniffing out and you're working on, and you're going to feel a lot better when you do that inner work. And you might feel lonely and all this stuff, but you're not alone, Aries. Yeah, I feel like there might be a feeling of feeling alone, like you don't have family or friends or something like that for a lot of people. And I'm sorry if you feel that way. I feel like, doing this inner work and going through maybe some things that weren't pleasant, traumatic events and stuff like that could be really upsetting. But again, if we bottle those in and we don't work on it or acknowledge it and stuff, it can express itself through anger, for example, or other things. And also, I feel like the community reverse could be Spirit again suggesting taking some time to be alone and do that inner work and that inner reflection. So that is your reading, Aries. I feel like this is a month of internal growth for you that's really going to pay off and really make you feel better. I'm sorry if you've been feeling in this despair around community and family and all of that. I love you so much. No, you're not alone and you are loved. Love you. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have an amazing, beautiful month. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment, and have a great month, a great day or night whenever you're watching this. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, Aries.